upselling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yep. If you're gonna spend, so are you saying it's not worth spending like tiny bits of money on that promotion?
No, it is. The thing is, I'm not used to using such small amounts. It'd be quite hard to, like, if you want to cap yourself at like $25 a day or something, and then because if you start spending that, you'll spend money quite quickly. Like, when I worked, I'm actually looking at my Facebook Adverts Manager now for my personal Facebook account, and I had all the stuff from NextGen, if you remember that from years ago.
Yeah.
I was very active in managing it. Like, if I saw I was spending too much money, then I'd stop it and change it. But I was easily able to spend a couple grand quite quickly. But I capped it like $100 a day, and that gave me quite a long time. If I had it quite granular, because even though I wouldn't spend it $100 a day, I was still getting the conversions that I needed. So
what do you get out of that?
I can't remember. It's a completely different landscape now, between now and what it was 6-7 years ago when I did it for the first time. Even the targeting and stuff has completely changed.
Strado's done it recently, hasn't he? For his...
Yeah, so what he did is he started sending me through the targeting that he was doing, and I kept sending him back refinements to a couple tags to do it a little bit better. And I'm not sure how he's gone with it. I capped it like $100 a day.
Like 700 likes on his page. I
Does
don't know how much money he spent there.
If I had it quite granular, because even though I wouldn't spend it $100 a day, I was.
Yeah, his page got some likes.
But you have a better proposition.
Yeah, so I was like pretty impressed to see that he had that many people.
I'm hearing myself through this stupid YouTube gaming link.
I don't like this site. Hey, it looks shitty. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like amateur. No, actually, in the second one you linked in, it's actually your profile that looks better. I don't know what the other one I was looking at was. You like scroll up and down and shit. Yeah, see, this profile looks fine. Or you get rid of the gaming. Ah, yeah. You just get rid of the gaming, and it's just like the regular YouTube.
Well, no, like just like how much bandwidth this is taking up of your
Is there like an individual thingy for this? Or what are you streaming with? Okay, so you can stream with OBS. That's not that delayed. I can hear myself. It's like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Quality seems right, but it is just Zelda. Good damn. I'm closing that.
I'm loving the music.
Okay, so I'll probably ask for more help later with like actually setting up the granularity of the posts, the promotion.
As I said, you have a better USP than Strado does. Hey, I'm a DJ who makes music.
Songs,
yeah, like what I was saying to him is that he needs to. He's lucky from where he lives, so there's probably no one actually good around his area who DJs or whatever he is. So if he starts targeting and starts making out, because he was putting out single tracks, right? But he needs to start making mixes, right? The people can just.
I think he's made a few mixes now.
Yeah, he just needs to put them out. So then, if he starts targeting people around him, like some guy who works the club in Mount Isa might see it, and then he can like reach out, and he has something to show people if he wants to reach out himself and all that kind of stuff. And I have 700 fans; they're all within the kind of area. That gives him currency to be like, oh, I can get maybe 30, 40 people to come down to see my show.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
It's crazy. Do you reckon it's gonna work for him?
I he wants to be a DJ now. I mean, I think a lot of us have missed the boat in that in that term. I feel like someone like Strutter could have been quite a good streamer back in his top tier WoW days if it existed. Do you know what I mean? Same with Demo and whatever.
Yeah. We all could have been
Poppin' tuners.
popping tunes on the rig.
Worth looking. I was just thinking, like, if you can get something cool, like get Sponge from Renegades to do sessions of like random games, like I don't know, something like not CS. Does that make sense? Some things like Rocket League where people can come in and play and just get them for like a night. That'd be a pretty good hook. People to.
I don't know if Sponge streams it, probably would.
He does. I saw a thing on the CSGO Reddit the other day. He was talking to some guy's mom.
Why was he talking someone's mom?
Because I think guy was obviously playing, right? And then he said, "My mom wants me to go to bed." I don't know the story because it comes in quite late. Into it, suddenly Sponge is just talking to his mom. His mom's like, "Oh yeah, this is almost his bedtime." But yeah.
Sponge already powered by Alpha Draft. Fuck you, Alpha Draft.
What's Alpha Draft?
Everyone is powered by Alpha Draft, yeah.
What's Alpha Draft?
They're competing with Vulcan. It's a fantasy site. So there's two big fantasy sports sites in America that have sort of come out started this year.
Okay, and doesn't matter if you're in Australia. Like,
Not really.
can you reach out to Alpha Draft?
For what?
I don't know, some sort of partnership. Did they have the relationship? And I don't know. Honestly, the biggest thing I've ever learned in working in advertising is that there's no fucking harm in asking, especially if you go to them with a good like argument. I mean, it might be too early now, but if they've already got all this fantasy stuff in play, right? Is there a way that you guys can cross over?
For just regular betting in other countries? I
How
don't know.
the fuck do they pay out? They say they pay out 300 grand each week.
Yeah, Vulcan pays out more than that. Vulcan's paying out close to $1 million a week.
Well, how do
Right.
they get money?
How do they get money?
Yeah. Do you,
Both
do you
of these
have,
were funded.
but do you have to pay to play?
You pay to play, yeah. So only the top, so like, there's different tournaments basically. Some are free, and some have like a set, so some might only allow 2 entries to one tournament, but the entry fee is massive. But like 2 people enter for $1,000 and the prize is like $2,000. So you double your money if you win and one person loses. But then there's like free ones where it's like 1 million people can enter, and then there's 200, and it's free to enter, but there's $200 in prizes, and then everyone wins like 1 cent each. So they're paying out like a lot of money, but not many people are actually getting that much individually.
Right. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting because
Yeah.
unfortunately you have the problem of having this idea in Australia, which is fortunate and unfortunate. Fortunate because we're like one of the biggest betting capitals in the world. Unfortunate because it costs so much fucking money to get into it.
Yeah, yeah.
As I said to you yesterday, I think on chat or whatever, there are some guys that my roommate knows at Tom Waterhouse who would potentially be interested in having a chat if you guys are interested in that, because that's obviously we talked about this earlier. That's one way to get money, but
Like some kind of partnership.
yeah, I mean, just be like, I don't know how you would do it, but you would leverage You can even leverage their payment gateway somehow, like log in with Tub Waterhouse or something like that. That way you'd kind of skirt around the thing.
Like
but
you
then
could back onto their license and stuff like that.
the issue then is that whatever money you were going to make, you probably are going
They
to
would
only
be
now
wanting
make
a cut out of that. Yeah.
They would probably be wanting most of the cut of it. The
Yeah,
difference
I'd rather not like partner directly with another provider at this point. Maybe wait until we're like they go, hey, who the fuck are these guys, and then they want to buy us out.
I mean, but that's the dream, right?
Yeah. And like the investor interest we have at the moment from one guy is like pretty strong. We're just sort of figuring out how to approach it and basically trying to work out how much money to ask for and like how much equity we're willing to give away for that. Like, so we're going through the process of valuing our company. Like, we've spoken to a few people that work with VCs and stuff that sort of understand the scene and just sort of help out as mentors and stuff. And they said it's pretty standard to sort of value yourself at around $1 million as a young startup, just as an arbitrary sort of number. But if you can like cook your books, or not cook your books, but like prove that you've got like a bigger market than sort of just a regular startup, proves that you can expand on that valuation. You can go from there. But then we've got to work out how much we want to start with. Like, what's the minimum money that we can ask for to sort of like get some traction without giving away equity or too much.
Yeah. Do you want me to see if my cousin wants to talk? Because that's his like area. He knows that quite well.
Yeah.
If he's around.
What's he doing? What's his name?
His name is Tom. He used to live in Brisbane too. I don't think you would have met him or anything. Like, I don't think you've ever been in the same place. No, yeah. Play CS too. Just see if how do you get someone's profile link?
For Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right click anyway. And it's like copy URL.
The profile he uses the most, I think. Let's see if you can. Is it?
How easy is this money in Egypt? I'm all in. I haven't actually used skins in like forever, so I just don't even care at this point. You know, I floated the idea the other day of making it more gamey, on our platform instead of having like a how much money you're gonna like, or for the odds, instead of choosing the odds, just have a confidence slider. I could do that. So you choose how much money, and then you choose how confident you are, and it makes the odds for you. How sick would that be? Confident out of 10. I don't know what language. This is Russian, isn't it? What is that flag? The what? Where does it say that? Yeah, the red and white thing. Let's say if I click on an individual person. Latvia. The fuck is Latvia? Is Is this easy? Is this a best of 3? It is. It's easy.
He will be shortly. He's just finishing reading a book.
Cool. How old is he?
He's 28.
So my age, yeah.
Do you guys have an official company? Like, you guys are
No,
registered?
we haven't done any of that because it costs money. And we have to sort of go a pretty complex company structure just to protect ourselves legally.
Yeah, well, that's. He was just saying, because our other cousin's the guy who's the actual founder of the property one. He's a lawyer.
Okay, yeah.
That's why they were able to set up theirs quite easily, because like they knew all the way to go.
Yeah, we know what we need to do. It just costs money. We've got one guy who's like already been through the whole company setup, and he's got like a pretty complex structure. These CTs are the worst people I've ever seen. That was awful.
What are you watching?
Did you just watch that, Jake? That was a whole team of FAMASas. Dude, last night I was shrekking with the FAMAS. Even when I had